Sugar Fest.
That was a big mistake. in more ways than one.
Jason, did you try it on the internet? It wasn't crashing? Okay.
Talking about the welly? Oh, that's one of the ones that you caught on the
Needs to go away.
inspection.
Okay. Ready?
Program's good, so we don't need to do that. Thank you for your info. I just,
It's 6 o'clock. We do have a quorum. Go ahead and call the meeting to order. First time on the agenda is the public hearing consideration of the proposed fiscal year 2011-2012 budget, property tax revenue increase, and property tax rate. In accordance with the city charter and state law, a public hearing is being held on the proposed fiscal year 2011-2012 budget, property tax revenue increase, and property tax rate to provide an opportunity for citizen comment. The proposed tax rate for fiscal year 2011-2012 is the same rate as the current property tax rate. Proposed budget includes changes made by council at the budget workshop held on August 13, 2011. An agenda item will be on the September 12, 2011 City Council meeting to hold a second public hearing. Then an agenda item to adopt the budget, property tax revenue increase, and tax rate will be on the September 19, 2011 City Council meeting at 7 p.m. in council chamber. The recommendation is that council conduct the public hearing. I do not have any cards filled out from any speakers. So with that,
move to continue the public hearing to next meeting, or close it? Close it, okay.
we have a motion to close the public hearing by Councilman Grena.
Second.
A second by Councilman Thornhill. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Citizens Visitors Forum. At this time, any person with business before the council not scheduled on the agenda may speak to the council. No formal action can be taken on these items at this meeting. Once again, I do not have any cards filled out for that either. Move to approve. Oh, wait a minute. That was a visitor citizen.
Kenny hasn't done it.
Hey, I got a second for it, too.
I'll take it. Let's go.
You got a second?
That may be a
Now, here we go, consent agenda. All of the following items on the consent agenda are considered to be self-explanatory by the council and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a council member or citizen so requests. For a citizen to request removal of an item, a speaker card must be filled out and submitted to City Secretary. I do not have any cards and no council member asked to have removed. Councilman Durham? Move to approve. I have a motion to approve by Councilman Durham.
I'll second that one, too.
A second by Councilman Gilmore. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 5 is consideration of variance to Louisville City Code, Chapter 11, signs as it relates to the city's rodeo arena grounds located at 125 Parkway Drive. Louisville Rodeo Arena Grounds has been in place for over 50 years. Through the years, the use of various signs, including banners, streamers, flags, pennants, and other types of temporary signs have been utilized. That the current sign ordinance has become more restrictive as compared to the past, staff has identified the need to request a variance to exempt this facility from the sign ordinance. Similar language is incorporated in the draft agreement with the Louisville Saddle Club that will be considered by the City Council in the near future. In addition, a similar request was approved for the Toyota of Louisville Railroad Park. Recommendation is that council approve the requested variance as set forth in the caption above. Councilman Thornhill?
I'll move to approve.
Have a motion to approve by Councilman Thornhill.
I second the motion.
A second by Councilman Vaughn. All in favor?
Aye.
Well, one quick,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's all right. I saw that on here that there might be a presentation from Mr. Ferris. And is this meeting going to be on tape for the cable?
Yeah.
Mr. Ferris, is there anything you want to add on what this is about so that the citizens, to me, it's kind of like a little publicity for our grounds out there also. So if you don't mind, do you have anything prepared, or if that's okay?
Sure.
If you spend a few minutes doing that, I'd appreciate that.
Mayor and council, as you know, the current sign ordinance was amended in the recent past to prohibit pennants and streamers, the feather flags, the balloon signs, the inflatables. We also amended the ordinance that restricted or tightened up the use of banners. Banners are allowed 2 times per year in 30-day increments, but they have to be attached to a building. And again, the only time you can use the balloons and the pennants and streamers and those types of things are on grand openings. So the rodeo grounds has used pennants and streamers for years. It's kind of a normal thing to have. They have the banners around the inside of the arena attached to the rails. They have flags, they have streamers. It's just kind of a known thing for the rodeo grounds. So we intended to put this and did put it in the agreement with the Saddle Club that the council was going to approve in December, but we haven't gotten that agreement done yet. So the purpose of this variance is just to exempt the facility from the sign ordinance, similar that we had done to Toyota Louisville Railroad Park, to allow the different vendors, the tournaments, the contestants to use their banners and streamers and advertise facility like it normally is. So that's what this is.
Thank you, Mr. Ferris. I just want to let the citizens know that Rodeo Week is coming up, and the rodeo grounds, there's right off of Mill and Parkway Lane, just north of Main Street, and I believe it's the third week in September from this week. Go ahead.
It's actually Labor Day weekend.
Yes, Councilman, it's Labor Day weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, 8 p.m., and tickets are $8 for adults, $6 for children.
Okay.
You're probably thinking of Western Day. Western Days.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Western Days was the last one, so.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 6, consideration of appointments to the Housing Finance Corporation Board of Directors to fill place number 2 and place number 3. The purpose of the Housing Financing Corporation under the Texas Housing Finance Corporation Act is to provide financing of the cost of residential ownership and development that will provide decent, safe, and sanitary housing for residents with low to moderate income and to preserve and increase the ad valorem tax base. The House Finance Committee was formed in 1992, with the board having last met in 2006. Since the 2006 meeting, one member has moved from Louisville and one member is deceased. The refinancing of existing multifamily housing revenue bonds is under consideration, and staff is asking that 2 variances be appointed. Recommendation is that we make appointments. I did talk to Matt McCormick, who is our president of our Chamber of Commerce, and he did agree to serve on it, and also R.L. Crawford, and he has also agreed to serve on it. I know we do have an applicant here, but I had not had the chance to talk to him, but my recommendation would, because of the involvement Mr. McCormick and Mr. Crawford had with this in the past, that they would be good candidates for the Housing Finance Corporation.
I agree with that, and I'll make that motion, Mayor.
Well, Mayor, I got a question real quick for you. It says here on place 2 and place 3, is that correct? But on my backup, it says place 3 and place 4.
That's a typo. It's place 2 and place 3.
Okay. But did we have a motion to can we put RL on place 3 and Matt on place 2? Did you make that?
As so stated by Councilman Thornhill, make a recommendation for Matt McCormick to be in place 2 and R.L. Crawford to be in place 3.
A motion by Councilman Guerrero.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, sure. I'm sorry, sir.
I'd like to know why the councilman has a particular order that he wants them to fill. Sure. Wayne Ferguson and R.L. Crawford were very good friends for a very long time, and I was doing that more as a tribute to Wayne Ferguson for R.L. Didn't matter really, but it was strictly just a matter of, I think it'd be nice that R.L. would fill in Wayne's shoes.
All right, thank you.
Be an honor for him.
It's the same, Mr. Vaughn, it's the same as our places here. We're all equal, just a spot on the committee.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Guerrero.
Second.
A second by Councilman Thornhill. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now we're down to, we're not doing reports tonight, so in accordance with Texas Government Code, subchapter, excuse me, subchapter D, section 551.071, and we will now be convening into executive session.
You're done.
The thing I was cutting and yanked my finger right into it.
Big old water boat.
wood roach.
I was worried about that when I was doing it.
Being back in regular session, is there action to be taken, council?
No, sir.
Entertain motion to adjourn? Motion to adjourn by Councilman Durham,
Second.
second by Councilman Grena. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.